The hunting moon of Varlak 7 cast crimson shadows across the crystalline forest as Kiza checked her plasma rifle's charge. 83%. Good enough. The Krathian hunting party had been tracking her and Nick for 6 hours through terrain that would kill most species within minutes. The air itself was caustic, the gravity punishing, and the local fauna considered everything edible. The Krathians considered it paradise. "They're closing in," Nick whispered from his position behind a cluster of razor-edged crystal formations. His dark eyes tracked movement through the scope of his kinetic rifle. 3 clicks and converging. Standard pack formation. Kiza allowed herself a thin smile. Standard for them. Predictable. The Galactic Council had declared humanity too dangerous for unrestricted space travel after the Epsilon incident. Too aggressive, they said. Too creative with violence, they claimed. The Council's solution was simple. Restrict human expansion, monitor their colonies, and occasionally use them as prey for species who valued the hunt above all else. The Krathians had paid handsomely for this particular hunt. What the Council hadn't anticipated was that humans had a different word for being hunted. They called it target practice. A roar split the night, deep, resonant, designed to trigger primal fear in prey species. The Alpha was announcing himself as tradition demanded. Kiza felt her heartbeat slow, her breathing steady. Fear was a tool, not a master. "Run, human!" The Alpha's voice carried through the forest, amplified by natural acoustic channels in the crystal. "Run and make this hunt worthy of song." Nick glanced at Kiza, waiting. They'd developed their own language over 3 years of surviving together in the outer colonies. Small gestures that spoke volumes. He raised an eyebrow, her call. Kiza stood, stepping into a shaft of crimson moonlight where the Alpha could see her clearly. She was small by galactic standards, barely 5.5 feet, but she stood like she owned the planet itself. Her voice when she spoke was barely above a whisper, yet it carried. "I don't run. I end hunts." The forest went silent. Even the predatory fauna seemed to pause, sensing the shift in the ancient dynamic of hunter and prey. The Alpha emerged from the crystal tree line, 10 feet of corded muscle, 4 arms ending in claws designed to shred starship hull plating, a jaw that could crush stone. His pack materialized around him. 7 more Krathians, each an apex predator from a world where only the vicious survived. "Curious," the Alpha growled, his translator rendering the snarl into something approximating amusement. "Does the prey animal not understand its role?" "I understand perfectly," Kiza replied, her rifle still held loosely at her side. "You paid the Council 300,000 credits for the privilege of hunting humans. You wanted sport challenge, a hunt that would test the famous Krathian prowess." "Yes." The Alpha's eyes gleamed. "Your species has potential. You die well, fighting to the last breath." "We do," Kiza agreed. "But here's what your research didn't tell you about humans, Alpha. We're persistence hunters. We don't chase prey until it tires, we chase it until it breaks. We're endurance predators from a death world where everything evolved to kill us, so we evolved to kill everything back, and we never ever forget when we're wronged." Nick's voice drifted from the darkness, calm and conversational. "The Epsilon incident? That wasn't humans going crazy. That was humans deciding we'd had enough." The Alpha's stance shifted slightly, uncertain. "You speak as if you have leverage, human. You are outnumbered, outmatched." "Outnumbered, yes." Kiza's smile widened. "Outmatched? Tell me, Alpha, how many humans do you think the Council has allowed to be legally hunted over the past decade?" "The records indicate 3,417, Kiza interrupted. "We counted. Every single name. Every face. We remembered them all. And do you know what we've been doing while you and others like you collected your trophies?" The pack began to shift nervously. Predator instincts, even apex ones, recognized when the script had flipped. "We've been studying you," Nick continued. "Every species that participated in the hunts. Your physiology, your tactics, your homeworlds, your families." Kiza raised her rifle in one smooth motion. "And now, Alpha, the hunt has changed. We're not the prey anymore. We never really were. We were just waiting for enough of you to get comfortable, to get arrogant, to give us justification," the Alpha roared and charged. 3,000 pounds of muscle and fury covering 30 meters in heartbeats. Kiza didn't move. She fired once. The plasma bolt struck the Alpha's left knee, the vulnerable joint Nick had identified from 3 hours of observation. As the massive predator stumbled, Kiza was already moving, her small size suddenly an advantage as she rolled beneath his falling mass. The pack attacked as one, but Nick's rifle sang its kinetic song, precisely targeted shots that didn't kill but crippled. Humans had learned long ago that injured enemies revealed more weaknesses than dead ones. 7 minutes. That's how long the hunt lasted. Kiza stood over the alpha, whose breathing came in pained gasps. She knelt, meeting his eyes. You wanted to test yourself against humans. Congratulations. You learned what every predator on Earth learned. We don't have claws or fangs or armor. We have something better. We have patience, memory, and the absolute refusal to accept being anyone's prey. She activated her comm unit. This is Kiza Chen, human survivor of Hunt License 7743. Mission complete. All targets neutralized, not terminated. They'll live to deliver a message. Nick joined her, checking the secured Krathians. Think the Council will get the point? They'll get it, Kiza said, looking up at the blood-red moon. Every species that bought a hunting license is about to learn the same lesson. Humans remember, and we always collect our debts. The Alpha managed a weak growl. The Council will not allow. The Council, Kiza said softly, just learned that creating a legal framework for hunting humans was the biggest mistake in galactic history, because now we have legal justification to hunt back. Self-defense, reciprocity, proportional response, all very legal. We read the fine print you ignored. She stood, shouldering her rifle. Tell your packmates, Alpha. Tell every species that thought humans were easy prey. The hunt is over. Our hunt has just begun. As they disappeared into the crystal forest, leaving the Krathians bound but alive, the Alpha finally understood what the Galactic Council had failed to comprehend. Humanity's most dangerous trait wasn't their aggression or their creativity. It was their absolute unwillingness to accept extinction quietly. The prey had become the predator, and across 100 worlds humans whispered the same message. We don't run. We end hunts.